Pleased to be joined by head coach of the South Plains College Track and Field Program, Mr. Erik Vance, assistant coach Justin Hobbs. Coach, heading to New Mexico this week. We'll take a look back. He went to San Angelo. Great meet. Turned out to be some great weather. He won 6 event titles. Kind of talk about some of the things that went on last week, some of the things that were kind of a highlight to you.
Well, you know, we started the week with a pretty good multi. Bosey and Bailey both put up pretty good scores. They worked through Thursday and Friday and did a pretty good job. Originally, we were supposed to come back on Saturday due to the weather. We went ahead and made the move to Sunday, which turned out to be a blessing. That was a wonderful day. Temperatures got up towards the high 80s and had a nice breeze behind us, but nothing too much. So we were able to do some really good things. We had Andre Edwards run a very, very competitive time in the 100 with just barely above legal wind. He ran 10:13. Brandon Letts followed him up in the 100 with a pretty good PR as well. Our two guys in the 200, Junior Charles and Jordan Atkinson, both ran well in prelims. Were able to do a little bit something in finals. In the triple jump, Dan Molchanov ended up getting us a pretty good mark, number 2 in the country in the triple. Jumped about 50-foot 10, so that was really solid. DJ Martin ended up getting a national qualifier in the long, and so did Dan. So all those things were really solid. Our women in the 200 ran extremely well. I mean, everybody we put out there really did a good job. We were happy with it. Distance runners did well. So it was a good week. It was a good week of work for kind of a mid-season meet. Really happy with the results that came out of it.
Yeah. Short trip this week. You go to Hobbs. Last year, you go up there, set 6 facility records. Kind of talk about that meet and some of the things you're looking forward to Saturday.
You know, I'm hoping we have another good weather day. The big thing we'll start the day with is 10K. You know, the goal every time we put somebody in 10K is to do it twice on the year. You do it once to qualify and once to go to a championship meet. So we'd like to see those kids go in there and qualify in the 10K to start our day off, but they ought to have really good conditions to do that. And then other than that, we just want to, you know, when we have somebody in a position where they need to qualify, we want to get them qualified. And the ones that have already kind of got their marks where they want to be, we want to see them sharpen up and just see good execution. That's really what we're looking for at this point in the season.
Absolutely. Coach Hobbs, obviously up and down the stat sheet, y'all are making out, positive anywhere you look. Kind of talk about some of the new faces, some of the freshmen, some of the kids that you personally work with, and some of them who have stood out to you this far.
Sure. With the freshmen coming in as sophomores, sometimes they don't exactly know how to expect or what to expect, and so you kind of wait for them to sort of get it and kind of sort of see the years of off or the months of off season proceeding and the meets leading up to it. They kind of see the plan and start to get it, and it's really cool to see when it starts taking effect and start seeing them really figure their race plan out. As they come from high school to college, a lot of times different training. Not necessarily better or worse, but whenever you switch coaches, that always takes a little bit of an adjustment. So things like that happen, and they finally kind of realize their new training and everything taking a hold. You start seeing those times sometimes around this time of year that they've had enough meets where it starts coming together. And so we've seen a lot of that, especially in the freshmen, sophomores. They come back stronger. Usually you see that a little earlier with them compared to freshmen. But like Coach said, Andre Edwards ran an awesome time, a huge PR, which is a personal record. He had a huge drop from his best time ever, and then a very respectable time in the nation. Brandon Letts, the girls in the 200. So pretty much those guys and girls that Coach mentioned, but pretty much everybody, like he said, really everybody's making progress, and that's what we're so excited about. Even if they're not times at the top of the nation yet, we're excited to see that progress toward the right direction. And we know they're close. You know how it is sometimes you fix a couple things and the time doesn't show, but it's a huge, tremendous win for the week because you got something done you needed to in regards to execution of a race or a jump or what have you. And then the next week or two, you really sharpen that up and something big is going to come. So we're seeing a lot of that as well. And we have, 4 meets left, counting this one, and the Nationals. And so we still have a long time, but I think it's time that we're about to start really seeing a lot of more big times and big marks.
Yeah. When you start having that much success, especially midway through the season, do the kids kind of start competing with each other in practice? They go out in the meet and they want to kind of top each other, and that kind of makes everybody better?
Sure. And I think it's more if they see their teammate doing it and it excites them and they think, I want to do it too. And they enjoy cheering for each other. They want to see those teammates do well, but it also motivates and inspires them to do well.
Yeah. Coach Vance, anything you'd like to add to that? Same question to you. How does that kind of motivate the team as a whole to, keep pushing and keep adding to those marks?
Well, I did laugh yesterday or the day before in practice because I was watching our 800-meter runner guys practice, and they were running, I believe, 200s on the end of their workout, and I saw a lean for the line in practice from an 800 runner, and I was giving them a hard time saying that's one of the first that I've seen. But, that stems back to the previous week. Ian Gonzalez goes out and runs 153 flat. Really, really solid time, big PR for him, and DeCarrier, Freeman, DK didn't have as good a race and decided that he didn't want that to happen anymore. So, every rep I've seen the two of them do together in practice this week has been intense. They're getting after it. And like I said, a lean to the line from an 800 runner in a practice. So it does motivate. When you see the success, it kind of is that dual purpose of it motivates you. And then you see that, hey, what we're doing is working. So they're ready to... they say, hey, it may not have been my time this week, but next week it's going to be my time, or the week after. Like, I'm almost there. I'm right behind them. Or, just waiting to put the right race together. So yeah. I think it does. I think you see everybody kind of start to feel that end of the year, championship type feel. We're not there yet, but the semester's winding down. There's 4 weeks left of the semester, really. So everybody's starting to feel that it's coming. They're just... trying to get ready for it.
Yeah. Hey, can you kind of, you look at your 4x4 team. It's 4x4. The last couple of weeks, you've thrown some guys in there. You did some mixing and matching, and they've gone out and performed. Is that kind of a next man up mentality? We're not gonna, take a step back when someone's out.
Oh, absolutely. We have a women's team that's not as deep, and they all contribute. Like they know that they're required as a member of that women's team with the numbers that they have, that they all have to contribute. And the guys' team. They really have embraced that next man up. We got out of Texas Relays having run a 3:08, which is a really good time this time of year. We come out of Texas Relays, and I'm just telling some of the guys, hey, I need somebody to step up and run 47. I just need one person to step up and run 47 low for me. I don't know who it's going to be, but if we have that, we'll be good to go.
Yeah.
And we go to San Angelo, and I have 3 that step up and run 47 seconds. So they didn't answer a whole lot of questions for me, but I do know that I have for 4 spots on a 4x4, outside of my top 3 that are on it and that have been established there, for that 4 spot on the 4x4, I could really go to 5 or 6 different guys and feel comfortable that they were going to go run well.
Yeah. Coach Hobbs, any final thoughts on this week and anything special you want to see up there?
Nothing really, just more progress toward better times, better marks.
Coach Vance, same question. I got a high of 64 on Saturday. Should make for a good day. Anything?
Nope. Just hope to see you out. This is outside of our season finale in Tech. This is the closest we'll get to Levelland, Lubbock area. It's a quick hour and a half down the road. Very, very good facility. Coach Blackwell over at New Mexico Junior College puts on a great meet. Come over and see us. It's a great facility. That's actually where they're host nationals next year. So get a little preview of what it'll look like and what should be a very, very competitive meet. So
all right.
Please come out.
Coach Vance, Coach Hobbs, thank you for your time. Good luck, and see you next week.
Thank you.